This is the AEW Control Center. Hey, once again, everybody, it's Tony Schiavone here.
And I'm Jen Decker. So great to be back, Tony.
Good to have you, Jen. Good to see you again.
Thank you so much for having me. I know we've been keeping track of everything that's going on online. We're reading your comments. Don't worry, guys. I read all of them.
She sure did.
That's why I've got a fresh batch of Botox. Oh my God. Well, guys, it's going to be an amazing episode of Dynamite for you guys, coming to you live from the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's sure to be a memorable night of All Elite Wrestling. A mere 2 weeks after being whipped with a leather belt, the American Nightmare Cody must go through yet another one of MJF's stipulations, as tonight he will be locked in a steel cage and face Wardlow. This past week on Dynamite from Austin, MJF was at peak MJF, you know what I'm talking about, while Brandy Rhodes was at the announce table.
Jungle Boy, that no man's land. Oh, a rough landing.
Hey, Brandy, you get out of real man.
God. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Shut up. Shut up.
What are you gonna do about little man, huh?
Have some respect, will you? You little jerk.
Thank you, Jim. You don't have to do that for me. I appreciate it. Nobody's paying him any attention.
Jungle Boy paying attention. Counter hit. Oh, the running Liger bomb. 1, 2, oh!
What a pompous, arrogant ass he is.
What are you talking about? That's the epitome of class, Tony.
Really?
No, not at all.
Jeez.
I'm just starting to wonder if we have an HR department and how he's not been written up yet.
I agree. And listen, MJF, is, as you said, is MJF.
Yeah.
But the serious part is that Cody tonight has to go against Wardlow in a cage. And we all know what that cage is about. That's to drag Cody down, to beat him down, so that he's not 100% going into Revolution.
But honestly, Tony, I think that this night is actually just as much of a litmus test for Wardlow as it is for Cody, because we haven't really seen what Wardlow's capable of in the ring yet when it comes to an actual match. And I honestly believe with my whole heart that Cody Rhodes has so much better in-ring psychology than Wardlow does. At least we'll find out tonight.
Yeah, we will. And it'll be the first ever cage match ever in AEW tonight. It'll be at State Farm Arena. Also tonight, the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega, will defend the belts against the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix. Not only are they the last team to beat Page and Omega, but they also scored a pinfall against them in an 8-man tag 2 weeks ago on Dynamite.
They want to tag in, and Hangman refusing. Sling blade there by Pentagon Jr. I guess he told him I got this, and I really don't think he does right now.
Pentagon Jr.
He's got him set up for the Penta driver. On foot stop combination. And now look at this.
Oh my God, with a full head of steam.
1,
Goes
2,
Rey Fenix.
3, that is it.
And back in the ring, Hangman Page loses a match. And quite frankly, gentlemen, the Elite should not have lost.
Well, Hangman Adam Page was pinned, but the fact is that they are still World Tag Team Champions, although they are, obviously, the Elite's having problems, Jen.
Yeah, and honestly, it comes down to the fact that Hangman Adam Page it seems to only have any regard for Kenny Omega at this point. We don't really know what's going on between him and the Bucks, only that he doesn't feel appreciated, he doesn't feel seen, he doesn't feel like he's part of the group anymore.
Yeah, that's something that's been well documented on being the Elite. The fact is, though, they are still the champs, and he needs to. There's a little coaching moment here, okay? Yeah. If you need the tag, and he obviously needed the tag because of the knee, you need to make the tag in. I get it.
Absolutely, and I'm honestly worried that knee is going to pose some problems for him in this upcoming match.
And really
because
good.
we did see him clutching it at the end.
Yeah, sure did.
Anyways, guys, last week Hangman Adam Page and Omega successfully held on to the Tag Team Championship in Austin in a return bout against the former champs SCU. But after the match, things got a little out of hand.
Now they're going to get right back into the battle.
Wait a minute.
Evil Uno backed up by Stu Grayson. John Silver and Alex Reynolds, the Dark Order.
A little show of intimidation. Are you guys on a recruiting trip?
Well, intimidation's what they've always been about. Become best friends.
Look at the numbers now evened up.
Chuck Taylor and Trent coming to the aid of Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian.
Everybody's picking a side, but there'll be no sides picked in Atlanta.
Oh.
Every team for themselves. The Bunny, the Butcher, and the Blade.
Oh my gosh, and
Not only that, TH2, yeah.
Ibert 2 coming out.
Jack Evans and Angelico.
Take a look at this scene, would you? It's kind of like what we're going to see in a week.
Jack Evans channeling his inner Conor McGregor.
And now the numbers seem to be against SCU and Best Friends, but
the Young Bucks! The Bucks of youth!
Oh, yeah! Oh! Super kick!
And now things have just broken down here in Austin.
This is exactly what we're going to see next week. But the winner of that Battle Royal is going to get a World Tag Team title shot.
And
bodies are flying everywhere.
Bodies flying everywhere. Everyone trying to fight, trying to...
There's a collision on I-35 South.
Now, Best Friends targeting the Butcher.
Evil Uno and Stu, they're kind of hiding out up on the rampway.
Oh, Butcher breaks free. Double lariat takes down the Best Friends. And Butcher sending Trent to the outside with the box double drop kick. Drop kick on the Blade.
Downstairs, quicker than hiccups, are the Young Bucks.
And the Young Bucks with the ring to themselves. Could this be a preview of next week in Atlanta?
Man, Tony, everyone came pouring out from backstage.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's like we ran out of catering or something. Anyways, guys, the stage is all set for tonight's Tag Team Battle Royal, with the winning team earning a title shot at Revolution in Chicago on February 29th.
Well, as you can tell, I've never missed catering backstage. As we inch closer to Revolution and the world title match between Chris Jericho and Jon Moxley, the friction and violence between the Inner Circle and Jon Moxley has continued to rise. Last week on Dynamite, Jericho discussed bringing in a bounty hunter to deal with Jon Moxley.
But what I did do, Mox, as a little surprise to you, was I scoured the globe, looking for an assassin, a hitman, a bounty hunter, to tear you apart, limb from limb. So if you're lucky enough and stupid enough to survive Santana tonight, next week, you get to face a man who's been touring the world for years, beating the crap out of people and ending careers. His name is Jeff Cobb. So this week, Santana's gonna take you to the darkness. Next week, Jeff Cobb is gonna give you a tour of the islands and, more importantly, a dash of reality that you will never beat Chris Jericho. I always thought I would see you in the Inner Circle, Mox. But now, I'll see you in hell.
And then at the end of the eye for an eye match between Moxley and Santana, Jeff Cobb made his mark.
My God, you cannot be serious. Jeff Cobb,
Jericho's bounty hunter, his mercenary.
maybe the baddest man in all the land.
I would agree, man. If he hooks you, oh my God, are you gonna be up?
Oh, he sent him on a tour of the islands.
The power, the brutality that Jeff Cobb can bring is insurmountable. And in Atlanta, in 1 week, it will be Jon Moxley, Jeff Cobb, first time ever, one-on-one in AEW.
And now if Moxley is able, and he's taken quite a beating, Tony, he will face former Olympian and Chris Jericho's bounty hunter, Jeff Cobb, tonight in Atlanta.
Also this past week, another match was signed for AEW Revolution. It came based on a challenge from the Natural, Dustin Rhodes.
Turn around. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Jericho's bitch. Are you ever gonna step in the ring, or are you gonna just keep collecting a paycheck? Yeah? You're failing at your MMA career. You're failing here before you've even gotten started. So Jake Hager, listen to me. You broke my arm and I want a piece of your ass at Revolution. What I need you to do is walk down here, look me in the eye, and accept it. You want to see me fight Jake Hager at Revolution?
Sounds unanimous to me.
Yeah. February 29th just got a little more interesting.
Yeah, but what you got to remember, folks, be careful what you ask for. Hager's MMA career is not failing. He's never been beaten.
Hey, not called a big hurt for nothing.
Yeah, but I'd love to see that match. Hope it'll be finalized on February 29th.
The Big Hurt, Jake Hager, will climb into the ring for the very first time in AEW as he'll meet Dustin Rhodes at Revolution Saturday night, February 29th, exclusively on pay-per-view.
But before we get there tonight, AEW Dynamite will again make its way to you live on TNT. Here's what we have on the card so far for tonight. It's Tag Team Battle Royal to determine which team will get a title shot at the upcoming Revolution pay-per-view. Jon Moxley, who is still listed as day-to-day, will face Chris Jericho's bounty hunter, the very dangerous Jeff Cobb. And of course, tonight is the first cage match ever in AEW history, as Cody the American Nightmare will collide with Wardlow, and you can be sure that MJF will be in attendance.
Tickets on sale for tonight, live from the State Farm Arena, as All Elite Wrestling makes its debut in one of the legendary wrestling cities in the country, Atlanta, Georgia. But Jim, we need to mention and congratulate the new AEW Women's Champion, the Native Beasts, Nyla Rose. Quite a win for her, wasn't it?
Absolutely, and I think that this is long overdue for Nyla, ever since she lost to Riho on that opening match that she had at Dynamite.
It was a tremendous win for Nyla Rose. Congratulations for her, although as we could tell afterwards, the women's division was none too thrilled.
Absolutely not. Why could they be? There's going to be a lot of tables involved in her reign.
So we will see you tonight for what should be an incredible night of AEW action. Dynamite live on TNT, 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central. And I'm Tony Schiavone.
And I'm Jen Decker, and that's the Control Center for Wednesday, February 19th. See you tonight from Atlanta.